Hello, my name is Xavier Gutierrez, and I would first like to thank Livermore-Granada boosters for putting on this wonderful luncheon and voting me as an Olympian finalist. I began football freshman year, and I was not good at it. I did not understand it, and I didn't really know how long my career was going to last in it. I'd played baseball my whole life up to that point, and if it weren't for another candidate here today, I would have never thought about playing football. During the spring of my 8th grade year, two of my fellow classmates were leaving a few minutes early every day for something called spring ball. I decided to tag along one day because at the very least, hey, it's a free workout. I kept attending these workouts until eventually I found myself accidentally a part of the Livermore High School freshman football team. Football is not easy at all, and I found out very quickly that you must be fully committed on every play because if not, your nose will be buried deep under a pile of turf. The process of learning the game wasn't easy either, and I definitely considered quitting at times. I am going to solely focus on baseball and nothing else. Well, funny enough, turns out baseball didn't like me either. Not even halfway through my freshman season, I was out for the year with a broken foot. Funny how I only get injured in baseball rather than football. Once this spring ball rolled around again, I decided maybe I would pass. However, the same two people who convinced me to play a year prior were back at it again with their same antics. This year went different though. I actually started all my games and was beginning to really understand the complexities of the sport. Sophomore year for baseball, for me, fit the script nicely when our season was canceled after 7 games. And that was my sign that I wasn't going to fulfill my dream of playing baseball in college. Instead of dwelling on that depressing fact, I decided to put all the time and effort I dedicated into baseball into the sport I was actually able to play in high school. During COVID, I was finding every old and rusted kettlebell in my garage and trying every single bodyweight workout I could think of. I started watching film every night and really studying the game of football. I wanted to know more about the other team than they did about themselves. During those 8 months of the COVID offseason, I was also able to play with some of the most driven and hardworking players I've ever been around. They pushed us every day and knew that all our motivation had to be intrinsic or else we were going to fail on the field. They showed me how rewarding football can be when you really put the work in. It's similar to school in the sense that when you put yourself in classes you don't think you belong in, you will always come out of that class a more knowledgeable and better student. The lesson I learned during that COVID year allowed me to excel in the classroom and push through all the academic struggles because I knew it would be worth it if I simply trusted the process. If I never pushed through those growing pains of freshman and JV football, I would have never became the first team all-league safety that stands in front of you today. I became one of only 3 juniors to start that year and became a team captain the next. The lessons I learned, the lessons I learned through the struggles and disappointment of high school sports has allowed me to maintain an over 4.0 GPA and continue playing the sport I love in college. My grandfather also came to this country from Colombia on a Division I track scholarship. His commitment to his athletics had allowed him to pursue a better life in America and get the education he needed to start his own business. Now, over 40 years later, the business that he created has allowed me to pursue my dreams of playing collegiate athletics and taught me the important lesson that athletics is merely a tool to take you to greater heights. Lastly, I want to leave you with a quote from Helen Keller that has resonated with me throughout my high school career. "A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn." Thank you and have a wonderful day.